Welcome to on the spot learning program. It is a 10-minute duration of the 10 minutes, in which the first you will recite from verse of the Quran, and after that the scoring information will be given, and that we are giving you. Your score starts from E and then at A, E1 to E and A1 to 8, and that lasts whole year. And you are at E1 or F2. So today you have a package plan. You can get maximum score. That increase your time in the class. After that, little briefing, and then scoring session will start. And you will decide that who will get 7, who will get 3, who will get 1. 3, then the student will be filtered into the 3 groups. Now we will recite some verses of the Quran. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين ياسين والقرآن الحكيم إنك لمن المرسلين على صراط مستقيم تنزيل العزيز الرحيم لتنذر قوما ما أنذر آباؤهم فهم غافلون لقد أخذ القول ولا أكثرهم ليؤمنون إنا جعلنا في أعناقهم أغلالا فهي لأذقانهم مغمون وجعلنا من بين أيديهم سدا ومن خلفهم سدا فأغشيناهم لا يبصرون وسواء عليهم أنذرتهم أم لم تنذرهم لا يؤمنون إنما تنذر من اتبع الذكر وخشي الرحمن بالغيب وبشر مغفرة وأجر كريم صدق الله العلي العظيم. This session will be important in the sense that we will filter especially the student who will get 7 first of all. Any student who will get 7 first of all, the match will be up and given to the winner. And many students will get the 3 and the 1, they will get additional score as usual, and we will call only the student in front who is the 7, and its score will be added in a master sheet. Now I am giving the briefing. This is the briefing session regarding the 3 or 4 minutes after that the scoring session will start. The diploid parthenogenesis is the parthenogenesis in which the some cell gametes will become diploid due to the non-disjunction of the chromosome. Without fertilization, they will develop into the individual, like in the aphid. And in the aphid, in the honeybee, there are haploid parthenogenesis takes place. It means that there are some gametes who are haploid without fertilization. They are haploid in the numbers, and they develop into the individual, like the honeybees. In the male reproductive system of the man, you can see the interstitial cells which will produce the testosterone, and the seminiferous tubules, especially the layers which is present at the inner part of the seminiferous tubules, which is called germinal epithelial layer. It will develop the mitotically, and it will form the spermatosperms by the spermatogonium. And these spermatids which will be produced, develop the tail, will go to the twisted part of the vas deferens, which is called the epididymis, and then they will go to the vas deferens, they will go to the urethra, and that will be the part. But especially the uterine changes are important. You know, the endometrium is the inner part of the uterus. This is very important, because this inner part of the uterus, the endometrium, the thickening of the uterus will take place. It is the future placenta. It will give the tube to the fetus. And that is developing to the changes in the ovary, which is called ovarian cycle. Because a lot of the cells which are present in the ovaries, those are the follicle cells. Most of the follicle cells will rupture in the follicular atresia. One follicle cell will remain. And that follicle cell remain after releasing of that, from that's called the ovulation. And this follicle cell becomes the corpus luteum, which is a yellow glandular, produce the progesterone, along with estrogen, they will thicken the endometrium more. Otherwise, it will be a disastrous process. The things will come out in the menstruation. And this LH luteinizing hormone, and the LTH, and the FSH, and the estrogen, they are the hormones which will work in the process. Identical twins and fraternal twins unite are genetically different the fraternal twins because they will be developed by the 2 different zygotes. That's what I'm briefing to listen. Now I'm going to start the scoring session. You should be ready. Everybody is ready now? Okay. Aslan, what is the difference between identical twins and the fraternal twins?
In identical twins, the zygote will same zygote will after fertilization will cleavage and 2 same twins.
Two zygotes will be present. One zygote will be present. One zygote will be. It will go mitosis. Mitotically, it will go into the 2 cells.
Yes.
Okay. Then what will happen?
Then 2 identical twins.
When 2 different zygotes will be produced. Rule number 2.
Yes, sir.
In case of the fraternal twins, you will speak the fraternal twins mean two different types of the zygote.
Different types of zygote.
Why two different types of the zygote will be produced?
We will combine and become.
Why two different types of the zygote? So is
Follicles.
two follicle cell will remain. Two follicle cell will remain. Okay, it means you will get one score. And Kumail, two different types of the zygote will remain due to a process.
Abnormal follicle adhesion.
What is the follicle adhesion, Mubashir? Roll number 4. Roll number 4.
It is in which there are two types of eggs, and one egg is fertilized.
Your speed is little slow. You go to the roll number 1.
Only one follicle.
Only one follicle will remain. All the follicle will be ruptured. You will repeat, Zafar.
Only one follicle is remain, another ruptured.
Ruptured. It means that this is the follicle. What are the hormones which will produce the follicle inside the ovary? Roll number 3.
Follicle stimulation.
It will be secreted by the gland called as
P
gland. Who will stop the follicle formation? What is the stimulus who will stop the follicle formation? Because lot of the follicles were formed already in the ovary. You need to stop the follicle cell. One follicle cell will remain.
Estrogen hormone will decrease the concentration of the
Which will be produced by
which is produced by wall of ovary.
What is the stimulation? What is the stimulation? It will decrease the FSH, it will increase the estrogen. Roll number 4. Roll number 2.
Oxytocin and
Roll number 3.
luteinizing.
Luteinizing hormone, no, number of the follicle cells. Number of the follicle cells will be more. Number of the follicle cells will be more. It means that it is the stimulus given to the ovary. Ovary will secrete estrogen. Now these two hormones will have antagonistic action. Ashraf. Antagonistic action. But one thing will increase, one thing will decrease. Who will increase? Who will decrease?
Whenever the
What is the name of the hormone? Estrogen will increase, FSH will decrease, and this antagonistic action will stimulate development of formation of another hormone called as luteinizing hormone. Very good. And luteinizing hormone will do one function.
Ovulation.
You will get one score. Ovulation get definition number 6. You have one score. You have one score. You have one score. You three have one score.
releasing of egg from ovary.
Releasing of egg from the ovary by the luteinizing hormone. Do you think that it will release from the ovary or from any other structure?
From the ovary.
Rule number 4. From fallopian? No, from the fallopian tube. That is the oviduct. You are telling something else. Rule number 5.
From follicles.
From the follicle. From the follicle. You should follicle membrane, and then it will come from the ovary. This egg will come out. It will be received by a tube called as rule number 3.
Fallopian tube.
Fallopian tube is also called as
Oviduct.
Why the oviduct is important in the human?
Because fertilization occurs in that form.
Okay. Achha, do you think that the thickening of the uterus is important because the inner wall of inner lining of the uterus is called as rule number 3. Endometrium. Endometrium is spelled.
ENDOMETRIUM.
Endometrium is very important part because it thickens to form actually it is thickening of the uterus and aggregated by two hormones in pairs. What are the hormones which are involved? Rule number 1.
Progesterone.
Progesterone, estrogen. Who will form first of all? Who will form later on?
Estrogen
You will get one score.
Estrogen will form first and progesterone later.
Achha, progesterone formation is a very technical. When progesterone is formed?
When oxytocin is in.
Oxytocin will not concern with the progesterone, so right?
When the egg is produced, then progesterone will.
Egg will be produced, then progesterone. Why?
Because first the follicle cells are busy for producing egg.
Egg. No, the follicle cell has become glandular.
Then now they become.
What is the identification? For example, I am watching it with the microscope. What is the identification? I will be able to identify that follicle cell has become the
Yellow color.
yellow color. The structure is called as rule number 3. Rule number 7. That is not the androsia. Androsia is the part of the flower. Rule number 1. Carpus. You are not completing the word. Rule number 5.
Corpus luteum.
Carpus luteum spelling. Rule number 3.
CORPUSLISI.
LIT. Wrong. Rule number 4. CORPUSL. No. Luteum. Rule number 5.
LUCIUM.
No. Rule number 2.
LUTIUM.
LUTIUM. It is comparatively closer. So carpus luteum goes to Mubashir. Mubashir will get the one score. Carpus luteum. LUTEUM. LUTE. Carpus luteum is a structure glandular. Now we are talking about the seminiferous tubules which are present in the male reproductive structure, and those are very important. And this is the seminiferous tubule. Which part of the seminiferous tubule, gland, is very important, which will develop into the sperm. Germinal. Once again, you will repeat the word.
Germinal layer.
Germinal layer.
Of the
Germinal layer. Rule number 4.
germinal epithelium.
You will get 3 score. Divide germinal epithelium. It will do mitosis, meiosis.
It will do First of all, it will prepare to
It
do
will
meiosis.
prepare, but mitosis, meiosis, you have to start from which cell division will be involved.
Meiosis.
Meiosis will be. And what is the name of the process taking place here? That's the germinal epithelial tissue. What is the name of the process which is occurring? Goal number 1.
Spermatogonium.
Spermatogonium. No, goal number 3. Spermatogenesis. You had 1 score already. You need 2 scores 3 when you are very close. Spermatogenesis is the formation of the sperm, and it will take place with forming primary spermatocyte, secondary spermatocyte, and the spermatids will be produced. Sperm. What is the difference between spermatids and the sperms? Goal number 5.
Spermatids, when develop the tails and head and some modification, then it will be called as a sperm.
If you have the tail, if you have a acrosperm head, why you need to move the sperm by the liquid? Which type of the liquid you will provide for the movement of the sperm inside the male reproductive structure? You go number 4.
Industry.
No. Go number 7.
Nutrition.
Go number 3. Go number 3. No. That is the name of the fluid. Certolysal produced by the certolysal, and that's the sperm destination. I mean, again, sperm after formation, they will move outside the male reproductive structure. They move a tube called as. No, fallopian tube is the part of the female reproductive structure. Row number 1. No. Row number 3. Urinary duct knee. That is a tube which arises from the nasal. Row number 4. No. Row number 6. Epididymis is right. Epididymis is the part of an double eye. Row number 6. You will get 1 score. Vast afferents. So what is the difference between epididymis and the vast afferents? Because you are almost comparing. Epididymis is a twisted structure, and the vas afferens is a straight structure. Epididymis sperms will store for some time. It will move to the vas afferens, and then they will be received seminal vesicle copper gland. You know that, and that sperms will enter into a duct. Now the duct which you are naming. Shafat, what is the name of the duct? Urinary genital tract. That is also called as here in this case, especially because you are naming the duct of the frog. Number 3. Urethra, you are wrong. Row number 4. That's the negative rank. Row number 4. Urethra, you know is right. Urethra will open to the urethral orifice. Okay. It will continue. It should be continued for some time. No problem. We will not mark it in that. Okay. This is the applied parthenogenesis, diploid parthenogenesis. The scores almost we had decided, but still the 3 scores, the students who got 3 scores, they will come forward. Anybody else who got 3 scores? I had given the 3 scores to you. Okay. Now we will continue for some time. I am giving you 3 minutes more. 3 minutes more. 3 minutes more. Still you can win. Amit, we are talking about a structure, the menstruation, and another thing which is synergistic, almost similar, but that is not the part of the same process. What are those 2 same processes? Along with menstruation. Row number 3.
Uterine.
No, row number 1.
Ovarian cycle.
No. Row number 3. Row number. After birth. After birth is the process which takes place when after the birth takes place. You know that placenta need to come out after the 10 to 15 minutes or 45 to 15 minutes, and that is just like the endometrium. When without fertilization, no fertilization takes place, and their tissues comes out and progesterone decreases, and that was the process almost the same, but that is a different process because they are the part of the different process. So if you are talking about the identical twins, the fraternal twins, row number 5, you will define the identical twins once again. Okay, one zygote will be produced, or 2 zygote will be produced. One zygote will be produced. Okay, then what will happen?
Mitosis occur and it will change into 2.
The mitosis, I think, row number 6. Mitosis will not occur. I think something else will happen.
Meiosis will occur.
Meiosis will occur. Okay.
Then it will form 2 identical twins.
Ahmed, if he is right, then zygote is undergoing the mitosis. What is the name of the process in the development of the cell?
The mitosis.
In the development of the cell, what is the name of the process? It starts from the C. The word starts from the C. Row number 3. Cleavage. C-L-E-A-V-A-G. Cleavage. 2 cell stage, and they will be separated. And Zoran, you will tell me regarding the effect, what is happening in the effect. But which type of the parthenogenesis will take place?
The diploid parthenogenesis.
But first of all, you will define the parthenogenesis. Row number 1.
In which fertilization is not occur.
Fertilization will not occur, and the gamete directly goes. But the gamete does not go directly. Essentially, there are some times the zygote go directly. Somatic cell goes. In which case?
In haploid.
No. In which case? Row number 3.
Fertilization.
In which case the somatic cell goes directly to the animal or the plant. Instead of the gamete, whole somatic cell diploid cell goes to the plant or animal. Rule number 4. Parthenogenesis. What in the type of the parthenogenesis? Type of the parthenogenesis, diploid parthenogenesis. Which cell? In the plant 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 which cell? Rule number 7. In the plant which cell? Nucleus. You will get this. You will get this. Nucleus spelling. Nucleus. This is not the protein-wise nucleus. It is a nucleus. These are the cells which are present in the ovule, and they will develop directly into the zygote. And they will develop into the zygote, and they will mitotically they will grow into the next plant, which is called the diploid parthenogenesis. And I really congratulate Juwail. Juwail, you should come forward because you got 3 scores. Asnan, your performance was very good. Your performance was very good. And almost other Liaquat performed, Zuran performed, and Hamid also performed, and Bashir also little bit performed. But these 2 students got 3 scores, and nobody was involved in the SAMA scores. I hope in the next lecture, in the next scoring session, they will get full benefit.